Presently, there have been discussions about pursuing historic status for Westover Village. What are your views on this approach, and how might this impact affordable housing, rental and otherwise, in Westover?
What's happening in Westover is a shame for two reasons. It's a shame because we're losing market rate affordable units, and more importantly, it's a shame because it didn't have to happen. We have been warning, when I say members of the community, on the Planning Commission and elsewhere, the Housing Commission, have been warning that this was going to happen. We knew, many in the community understood, that there was a developer who was buying up these properties, and so that this was a matter of time, and we were not proactive. And this is why I've been talking about what's called the missing middle and the value of planning in Arlington and why we need to do a better job. Westover, that area, is exactly the kind of place where if we opened up our zoning ordinance and we looked at creating better options, more options for middle-income housing, that then we would give developers like this better options for what to do besides just tearing those down and then having luxury townhouses go up. There's a lot that we can do in this area. It could be done as part of the implementation of the Affordable Housing Master Plan, but it can't be done when we don't have the leadership on the board to push these things forward and to make sure that we're actually implementing our Affordable Housing Master Plan, being proactive and getting out in front of our challenges instead of just letting them wash over us.
Westover is fairly complex. There are a lot of buildings, they were all built kind of at the same time, I think by actually the same developer and owner, and over the years they've been sold off piecemeal. So different ones are owned by different buyers. The board actually met fairly recently with some of our affordable housing folks to talk with them about the possibility of them buying it up instead of a developer and keeping it affordable. We had during our budget process, if you watch us talking to our housing folks, they were recommending that their concentration this year for implementing the Affordable Housing Master Plan was going to be working on accessory dwelling units, otherwise known as granny flats. And it was interesting, I had the same reaction, actually pretty much all my board members were, no, the first thing you need to work on is preserving the market rate buildings that we have, and I think John Weistad even then said Westover. So we are working with staff. Historic designation might be one approach, and I have not studied it enough to know if that's really the way to go or a good idea. It very well might be. The other is zoning, and I'm not sure if we can move forward with that. Right now, it's zoned that it could be townhouses, or it could be multi-residential. If we decided that it could not be, if we could change the zoning so that townhouses are not allowed by right, that would slow it down a lot. And I think we are all very interested in looking at that, and we are working on it.